Hello, 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 Valtopia. Hey, honey, it's Val Cripps, and I'm here today to bring you another fiery edition of the Valtopia TV show. I hope you're going to enjoy this. I know you're going to enjoy it. And this is for you. Today is for you. Look at my hair. Ooh. Today is for you if you feel really caught up in your trauma story, if you've really been doing your all to show up, you're an ambitious, brilliant, genius, creationary person, and you have done the work to transcend your circumstances. You've invested the money, and you're staying stuck in your story of unworthiness, or your fears, or your confusion, or your overwhelm. Whatever it is that's keeping you from really expressing and living your life the way you feel you should, today's show for you, okay? So let me load this up and get some crew on here. And share this around, even if you're watching the replay. Let me know if you're watching the replay. Like my business page. Come see me on Instagram. It's gonna be good. Hello, Wendy, how are you? All right, let me share this around. This is good today. You're gonna wanna see this. I got the fire in me today. I've been working with clients today, and I feel so empowered by their shifts and the stories that they're bringing through to me, that I'm allowing myself to share with them and shift. And the fire is here, baby. All right, let me share to a couple places. If you haven't joined our free group, Valtopia, well, honey, come on and join us. What you doing? All right, and then let me share this to the Celebrate group. People in the Celebrate group, if I'm doing readings, will get a reading. I don't think I have to be me. Say hello if you're joining on. Could be a good one today. I got the fire coming through. Say hello. I lost loads of weight. Well, thank you, Michael. I have lost a couple pounds. I'm little, so any pound that I lose looks like a lot. Let me put this to my page. And then we're gonna do a watch party in the Valtopia Celebrate. Thank you for noticing. Start. Okay. You don't wanna miss today. Hi, Priscilla. You don't wanna miss today. Well, you don't want to miss any day, really, but you don't want to miss today because we're going to be talking about, you know, the resistance that keeps some people out of the game. And, you know, hi, Michael. My hair, I didn't fuss. I didn't put any makeup or anything. I just came on in the fire. I've been talking with clients all day, and I really was lit up by what I'm talking about. And I know that some of you watching my stream are going to really be filled with light and positivity and expansive energy after watching today's stream. So share this around if you have a desire to help people rise up from circumstances that are less than aligned to their life. Maybe that's you. And you've tried, you've invested money, you've journaled, you've prayed, you've meditated, you've invested in certifications. You really want to break beyond the life that you're living right now, because it's not that it's bad and it's not that you're unsafe, but maybe you are. But many people come to me, they're living an okay life, but but when they really look at it, they're not happy. They're not happy, and they're not happy because they're suppressing themselves. They're suppressing themselves because they don't feel safe to speak their truth. They don't feel allowed to be themselves, and they're afraid to change. Who here is afraid to change? I mean, everybody feels fear and resistance to changing, but some of us have a really deeply ingrained sense of loyalty to the person that we are, and not enough loyalty to the divine being that we're becoming. Does this resonate for you? Let me know. Now I feel like I should put a hat on or something. Here, I'll just do this trick. I'll just cut off my head, the top of my head. Thank you, Michael. So let me know if this story resonates for you. That's just silly. The story of I've tried and I've done the work and it's not working, and why don't I have the money that I want, and why isn't my manifestations coming in, and why isn't it working? Who resonates with that story? I'd love to be interactive with you guys. I could monologue all day long, but I want to have interaction with you. It's more fun. And this is a really powerful bit of information that I'm going to be sharing with you. So I'm going to really bring it here. And this is going to, each of my streams are powerful. I'm always sharing the truth of what I share with my clients, you know. The actual work that comes in my containers is what I'm going to be talking about today. But the principles that I'm sharing on these streams are very powerful and work if you really listen and allow them to infiltrate your awareness, okay? So Priscilla resonates. Okay, so I know many of us are powerful, gifted beings, whether we're creative or we're intuitive or we have gifts. Each of us is born with a powerful set of gifts and vision and creation for our life. And each of us born with a set of circumstances that don't align to that vision. And each of us has an opportunity to rise up into the highest part of ourselves or to stay squashed down in whatever we came into. And many of us, and those of you who come to me who are highly sensitive, and maybe you're people pleaser, perfectionist, maybe your childhood, you were supposed to please everybody else. Like your survival depended on you taking care of everyone but yourself. And you've learned this way of living where you're so focused on others that you don't know how to care for yourself. And you don't let yourself feel pleasure or relaxation. You don't even know how to be in your body. You don't know how to be in your body. You don't know how to be peaceful and calm and centered in your own being. You're living your life. You have success, but it feels empty. You feel like a shell of yourself. Does anybody feel that? And it's not an easy thing to admit or look at. I understand that. That's not a good feeling. You may have a safe life. You may even have a partner and a home and be making money. And you're still living this existence where you're not connected into your trust of self and life itself. And you're not feeling like every day is a moment of creation that you get to lean into. And you don't even know how to get there. You've heard about it. You see it blasted all over the internet. You've maybe even invested thousands of dollars in people who promised you that. And then you've been left alone with a journal prompt to feel shame and grief about your own lack of ability to save your life, even though you were like desperately trying. If this is you, I need you to contact. You feel lost. Okay. So when we feel like this, there's a good chance if you've done the work, and the work is what we're going to talk about today. If you've done the work that doesn't work, which is asking the question, probing into the analysis, maybe even doing some healing, but not getting to a state of resonance about yourself, there's a good chance that this energy is buried deeply within you, and you've gotten so used to it that you can't, your mind won't let go and let you envision anything beyond this state of being. There's a good chance that we need to awaken and activate more of your DNA, and we need to clear the energy from your body so that you're having a different experience of being, so that we can unlock your throat and your chest, open your heart, ground you into the earth, then the inspiration comes through, then the cosmic connection comes in, and then you have a different opportunity to answer those questions in those journal prompts and to do the work. Does this resonate for you? Sarah says every day is definitely not flow in creation, but some days are easier than others. Things start to ramp up and I go, holy crap, and then it starts to crumble. Oh, so you have an experience of like rising your vibration and coming into resonance and then sabotaging it? Is that what you're saying, Sarah? I get that. I've done that a lot myself. And this is the work that I'm so focused on right now. Those of us who do have a big heart and we really do care and we want to make change, and we are so conditioned to a certain way of being that we're having a really hard time letting go of that way of being and allowing a new way of being. Does that resonate? Yeah, you get overwhelmed when there's so much. Okay, so when you're getting overwhelmed because there's so much, like so much in your life that you have to do, is that what you mean? Let me know. All of these experiences that we're having, we get to shift how we feel in our body about it first. We must shift how we feel in our body and the energy around it, and then make decisions from that place. If you're all busy doing, and not getting results? And you're like, I'm over here, I'm drowning, I'm doing all this stuff. Why isn't it working? We need to talk. Does that resonate? Let me see what your answer is to that. Most of my clients that come to me have been invested in therapy, yoga, meditation, all kinds of things. And they've learned a lot, but the integration of it and allowing it to actually work in their life to where their days feel more empowered and aligned to who they really want to be hasn't happened yet. And that's the work that we do together. Both meeting the demands of home and work. But when work rolls, then I start to think, how do I meet all of this and still meet all of that I have to do at home? Okay, so what's happening, Sarah, is your beliefs around what you're allowed to have are affecting your experience. So there's going to be there's got to be a shift in how you're viewing what you're allowed to have and how you're allowed to experience it. And I know that like most of the solutions that come for people that come to me are not about strategies and real life world solutions. Those come after. The first thing that needs to happen is what you're feeling in your body and how you're feeling it and how you're going to decide moving forwards. So the first thing that we need to shift is the decision that you do get to have it all. You do get to have it all. Definitely some things are going to have to fall away. And you'll find that when you set your standards for what you're willing to have and not have, and then ruthlessly, lovingly, compassionately hold those standards and fluff away anything that is not that, you come into alignment. So that's a combination of deciding what are your beliefs around how you get to have your life, and then allowing yourself to establish some boundaries, and also trusting divine. That's a big thing. Do you have a co-relationship with your divine? See, that's a belief. You get constantly told by those around you can have it all, but at a cost. That's a belief. That's a belief, and all of our beliefs will inform our experiences. And until we shift the beliefs and allow a different story to happen, we'll keep living the same experience over and over again. And it becomes a process of deciding what you get to have. And if you really can't feel that decision that you've made, then that's where the work comes in. The work of releasing the old story from your energy, body, and being, and allowing everything about you to become the new belief that you want and you desire. And that doesn't mean that you're listening to the people around you. They're not you. And they don't have to live inside of your body and bring through what you chose to be born to come and do and be. Right? So there is a certain amount of strength and conviction that comes with this process. But you're not alone. And when you do the energy work and the DNA activation, that is your connection to divine support. And when you feel divine support, you don't feel alone, like you have to do it all by yourself, or that you have to rely on the people around you in your life. You get to become a more powerful creator because you're tuning into your true desires and you're eliminating what isn't by process of being. Does this make sense? How does this resonate for you? I'm delivering the gold here, and I got 2 people on my stream. What the heck? I know, like, later hundreds of people watch it, but it's so funny to me when I guess I've been gone for a few days. I've started a cleanse and I was resting. So tell me how that resonates, Sarah, and Priscilla. Are you still here too? Let me know what I can explain more powerfully or more clearly. And I know because I was living the life with my ex-husband where everything was on me in terms of the groceries and the house and working my job full time and caring for my 2 highly conscious, like highly cosmic kids, and not having the resources and not being allowed to do anything for myself and feeling guilty if I did. And I had to grab that bull by the horns and redirect my thoughts and beliefs about what I was allowed to have. And it has taken me several years to fully embody making these decisions for myself and letting them undulate in my life. Yes, it resonates. I tend to get it intellectually a long time before my body gets it. Well, you need to shift your body first. If you shift your body and your energy first, everything unfolds so much more naturally. I feel it, Priscilla, in your chest. I feel it. And when we feel it, when I feel it from you in your chest, that to me is a sign of guilt that's tied into fear of not being part of the tribe, of being isolated from the tribe. So you're actually compromising your soul standards and your soul desires and what you really want for life, because somewhere inside of you, you think you'll die if you don't. Does that resonate? Come in for a session. Let's clear that. Let's clear that. This stuff can be cleared in a session or two. A lot of the energetic attachments and awakening for your DNA. A lot of my clients come through, they're not ready to invest at a big level, but they do one session and then they come into one of my lower cost containers, and we make a lot of progress. And I'm here in service. There's a lot of people standing up, offering beautiful solutions that when you get into their containers, you're not ready for. You're not ready for those containers because you haven't released this body energy and these attachments, and you're going to stay where you are, and then you're going to feel more shame like I did because you're not making progress in these containers that promise the world. And the world is there. What they're offering is true. It's just that you may not be ready for it yet. You've got to do the work to awaken yourself to higher possibilities than what you know right now. And if you're stubborn as fuck because your body is guiding the show instead of you guiding your body, we need to get into some work to release, whether it's trauma from your past life or in this life, many years of living the same circumstance over and over to where you just can't let it go. Come and see me. We shift the shit. We get into a different place. I have worked with so many people who've done years and years of work, and they come to me like gray and pasty and sad, and like the end, they're never gonna, and we're fine. We shift rapidly because we are addressing the parts of the body that are tight, that are overriding your soul guidance. You're not even getting access to your soul guidance, to your higher self, to your limitless self, the one that does feel like, yeah, I can do anything. Each of us has that. It's not just isolated to good-looking rich people. Every single one of us has a higher self operating. But many of us have been running around like zombies, abandoning our body and just kind of operating like on this percentage of ourselves based on everybody else around us. And you are going to contribute so much more to your life and your being and your presence and everything about the reason you were born to come and be here by allowing yourself to disconnect and detach from the programs and conditioning that you come to know as you, and releasing that fear and shifting it into a faithful place and tuning into that higher being that is inside of each and every one of you. Every single one of us has life force guiding us, and we're only tapped into the tiniest part of it, most of us. So the work that I do is a bridge between this place where you feel like you're in a box and you can't get out, and like, let's get out of the box. The box is not real. It's your mind guiding your body guiding your life, and that's backwards. We need to get you back in the driver's seat. We need to get you to try out your control panels. We need you to open out your wings. We need you to get invigorated and illuminated with yourself and feel what that feels like more and more every day until you wake up and you're like, oh my God, I've shifted and this is me. This was me all along. I can't believe I was settling for that life, that tiny bit of life. I was so scared to look beyond the blinders because my body said no. You decide what your body does, not the other way around. You decide. You feel me? Woo! I'm bringing the fire today. Yes! I know I'm feeling this fire because I had some really powerful client sessions, and this is the work that we are doing in my private sessions. And it's the work that I've had to do for myself over and over and over again. Hey, Erica, how are you? Good to see you. So that's my message for today. If you want to experience these shifts, then there's always different ways. Sometimes I'm offering them free on these streams, but mostly I've been offering some entry-level cost experiences, and then of course to work with me one-to-one. I only work with very few at a time, and it's $1,000 minimum to work with me one-to-one, because you have access to me every day. And I have a beautiful experience right now that would be so perfect for somebody that exactly like what I'm talking about today, because we're going to be doing a nutritional cleanse. We're going to be doing yoga with my beautiful Team Valtopia, Alana, who's a powerful yogi and shaman. And then we're going to be doing this kind of work with me where we tune into your body and begin to know what's there and release it and regenerate. And so that you're guiding the show, not your body guiding you and keeping you stuck. You feel it, Priscilla. Good, good. So this program, Soul Right, there's only one spot left. I've already filled the other spot, and I really want to book the other one because this is a soul-led divine container. It's a powerful life transformation. It's 4 months. It's $3K a month, which is nothing for what I'm offering, really, for this kind of life change. Where you're with me every day. You get a weekly session for an hour. That's a lot of work we could do. You get the cleanse and the yogi and body training. This is the kind of thing where, you know, if you've had a change but then you reverted back, you won't in this experience, because you're getting 4 months of solid mind, body, spirit, daily habitual shift, so that by 2020, you're a new person, that you could trust yourself, you can believe yourself, you can back yourself, and you can embody the you that you really want to, not have your body driving this version of you that you're looking at going, that's not what I want to be. It's 11K paid in full, and it's 3K monthly. So if you're watching this playback, or if you're here live with me and you're like, I want that so bad, but I don't know how, talk to me. You know, we could do pay plans, but this is a powerful program, and one of you that watches me is meant to be in this container with me for the next 4 months to radically change your life, and to then go on and show this method to other people, because I'm tired of people being locked in a box of doubt and confusion and getting spending their money in places where they're not actually experiencing any sort of transformation, because it's not addressing the need. You get to be a part of the change. When you change this for yourself, you're going to be able to guide so many other people through the same transformation. And so taking this 4-month experience isn't just about you. It's about you learning this and embodying it for the rest of your life. It's so powerful, right? Oh, Erica, I'm sorry you're dealing with loss. So much love to you. We're holding our hearts with you. So please reach out. This is a time-sensitive offer. There's only 1 spot left. We could get started today, and this will change your life, and you'll help so many people beyond yourself with it. So, and if that level of investment isn't what you're looking at right now, we'll be offering another thing coming up really quickly, or you can book in for 1 session. It's $333, and I'll give you 2 weeks of support. If you book in today, I'll give you 2 weeks of Voxer support as you go through the shift that we do in the 1 session. It's only $333. I don't do this very often, but I feel called to today. So we spend an hour together. We will do a massive clearing and activation, and then you have 2 weeks to talk through and really shift into a new space there. So I don't usually offer 2 weeks of support, but if you book today, you get it. Just today. Today is the 16th of September. I am feeling grateful. My schedule is almost booked, and I'm coming from a place of overflow, so I want to be generous, and I want more of us to get out the box and shine, because we are divine beings creating a beautiful, expansive new world together, right? So do you guys have any other comments or questions before I sign off? I'm going to do one little card for everybody. Healthy lifestyle, and that's what I'm sharing with this container. Nutrition, yoga, energy, mind, body, spirit. It's all about all of it. Thank you for joining me. Own your frequency, supernova. There's nobody like you. Reach out. Be the person that gets to shift with me over these next 4 months in the Soul Right container. So much love to you.